We're gonna play a little game very briefly. I noticed I finally took the time to kind of backtrack and look at some of the time that I sacrificed to watch Mr. We got to be delicate about his name. He does kind of jerk the gherkin if he hears it, and I don't want to be responsible for that. Mr. Martha likes to do this thing, and oh, it's triggering when you say it. He likes to filibuster. What's a oh, CFALs? Go right now. Leave the stream. Go right now and check out one of Martha's little channels because he's a coward that constantly tries to escape his past as if people are going to forget who he has shown himself to be. Yes, I am so guilty of what can I say? What am I guilty of? I guess paying attention and out of the blue after work, I'm just kind of perusing on YouTube. I was about to go to bed, and I see he drunkenly, yes, drunkenly, Martha. I thought you were going to quit alcohol. I thought you were going to quit the green, and he just typed loser. So I was like, well, okay, I could take it like a champ. Love you, yo, poo, brother. You a G. I'm gonna do my best to stay on topic. Right now, I'm having flashbacks, and I'll explain why. So, all right, Martha leaves a comment just saying "loser" because it's the extent the extent of his vernacular is very very impressive. So I see he's live and he's roasting Steve's last video. So I hit the link because there's nothing to fear when it comes to brother, sister Martha, or whatever the hell he is. And so I'm there. I go up, and I noticed, and it's crazy. While you're up there live in real time, when the host of the channel is shouting over you, not a single thing that you try to say gets through. So I can absolutely see how it appears that when I think I'm all my words are being heard, he's just shouting over them like what's a word he would like to use? Like a little liberal crybaby bitch or something. I offered him like $5,000, by the way, to prove multiple lies. He really wanted to flex that he makes so much money, his mighty $17 an hour, and he owns his trailer. God bless him. This is the most attention he's going to get here. Only he shamed me because I don't get the same views here that I do on Stuck in the Middle. You see, Stuck in the Middle, and yes, I consistently use the term we because it's a show of two hosts. Um, every time I reference that, he just kept on yelling over it, and you couldn't hear a damn thing I said. You just could not. He's going to use that and try to frame it as a W. It's unfortunate. I wish that everything I said was able to actually go through the audio, because if that were the case, it would have been a very different conversation entirely. Martha decided to drink a half or more than half of a pint of Southern Comfort, and he's still alive, saying he's not drunk, and he's smoking his ganja, and he's saying what a winner he is. He's saying how he's got some secret girl coming over tonight. I thought he has the ex-wife and he has the girlfriend. I won't throw names out. The girlfriend with the other kids, but now there's another girl that he's waiting for to come over or something. And I guess the simplistic thing I wish to say is don't be fooled and don't take the bait. If anybody is a host and trying to drag you on like he did me and some others that jumped on panel, when they talk over you as the host, they're always going to get favor as they shout over your voice. So little did I know how little what I was saying was being heard. He kept repeating the same questions. He asked me, "What does filibuster mean?" You can use that term in the context of somebody who just keeps on drilling in and over talking. If you're not referring to it in the context of somebody that's literally voting for a bill, that's lost on him. What was the other? Oh, he asked me what the Bible says for salvation. Any attempt I made at actually answering that was spoken over. And he really gets off on calling everybody else the coward. And he puts up that link thinking he's such a badass. When people hit the link, what does he do but shout over it? So, unfortunately, the only things you were able to hear was me calling him a little low-cal that can't escape his past, that's drunk, stoned, still alive, still trying his best to roast Steve and Steve's last video. And I guess that's a dance that's going to continue. What happened, Martha? I thought you had your ducks in a row and you were going to focus on, making yourself successful. Tried to belittle Stuck in the Middle. That's okay, buddy. It's going to do fine without you, just as me. And venting here as a means of catharsis. He tried to also get me to give the Webster's Dictionary version of catharsis. Catharsis, sir, is me venting and it feeling good. It's as simple as that. I'm giving him like credibility by even answering these questions here. So I just want it to be known, at the very least, that the debacle that took place tonight, and I guarantee he's going to delete it, guaranteed. Um, Somebody recorded it, and it's been sent to me. Highly possible that tomorrow, during Thanksgiving, maybe after everybody's filled their bellies, and please, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy your time. Count your blessings. We're gonna play as much as we can, but I want to extend the same offer, Martha. Martha, wherever you are, you two-timing fraud liar. If you weren't a liar, you would have accepted my $5,000 offer. I mean, if you were somebody speaking the truth, why not just cash in? I think this is where you'd make a false stand and say, "Oh, I don't need the money. I don't need the money." Right, right, right. Okay, so 100%. He couldn't prove any of his claims lies. He falsely accused me of working at places I do not work, and he tried to flex just the entire stream. The majority of the people were laughing at him, but sadly, I do understand why people just they couldn't understand me. They just saw, well, this face trying my very best to get a word in, but that's not how he plays. So, Martha, the only time you and I can have a conversation again, you're never going to get a platform on Stuck in the Middle. Yes, yes, Martha. Everybody's a bot because you say so. Matter of fact, I'm a bot. Everybody here is a bot. I know. Oh my God. The numbers, the views, they just torture me every day, every night. You live in a world where you have this self-importance that seems to carry weight. And sadly, you don't realize how alone and pathetic you are. You are all of the bad things that people say, true and false. You are no better than the projections of others, and worst of all, the projections that you put up yourself. You're one of the saddest human beings I've ever seen on here. I compared you to another low-cal, and I have to say you're worse than that low-cal. You are the low-cal. So I'm going to leave this up. I'm gonna leave this up. He showed his colors because I mean, when it comes to a man, child, lady like Martha, they will always default to who they really are. So all this flexing of I'm quitting marijuana and I'm quitting alcohol, because I'm a good Christian. Clearly, he's falling short of his own goals, so he can accomplish nothing. He can accomplish zero except for sitting on that pedestal that he, in his own mind, is really, really high. But in reality, we see how low he is, how low he is sunk, and how far he can never climb. Martha, I will always have an open dialogue offer for you on this channel. If you really don't care about numbers, take me up on it. You don't deserve any attention on a channel that actually gets attention. Keep on going blue in the face with claims of bots. That's okay. I don't mind. I won't lose sleep. I've never met such a pussy bitch loser like you. And I usually don't go into this realm right here, but all of the kids collectively in your life, I do feel sad. And I will actually say a prayer for them because of the complete lack of a father and human being you are. Usually, usually I would not say such things, but you have made such claims as if you knew me about who I know and what I do for a living. You kept saying I work in a warehouse. I tried to correct you. You cannot be corrected. It's impossible. You cannot humble yourself. Also impossible. So with all of that, and when we put that right up next to that big old holy book you hold so near and dear, as you call everybody around you a grifter, and you claim that that book is the reason for your existence, it's the reason that you are and do what you do. You fall short of every facet of it. You are the fakest fake Christian I've ever seen. You can barely talk the talk, but when it comes to actions, you you don't even register on the scale, Martha. Again, I guarantee I'm gonna almost 99.9% guarantee you're deleting your drunk stream tonight. It's oh shit. Yeah, oh my god, hey, he's here. Look. Okay. So, yeah, again, this is my catharsis. All right. Don't filibuster. I'm leaving this up. All I'm doing is daring you to leave that entire stream up. You talked over me as a host. You're able to interrupt and nothing I was able to say was able to get through. That's your comfort zone. So you cannot deal with not having control. You cannot deal with not having the narrative at your disposal. You think you're performing in front of some massive audience, but really, everybody that watches you, all the 16 people, there's maybe, I don't think I saw a single supporter, by the way. Everybody was laughing at you. You had one person that was like, "Oh man, PP, LOL, V-neck," and I know who that is. That's Mr. No Neck. Okay with me, the Mr. fella there. I hope he does well. But you, little Martha, do you want to get on the link here? Can you get on the link here? That would be great. By the way, lol cow, you are literally the embodiment of what a lolcow is on YouTube. And I wish you would catch on to that. Because maybe when it comes with self-realization, you can grow. And every time I've had a glimpse of a hope or a spark of you growing, you regress. And sometimes, sadly, you use the pity card. You use the sympathy card. You use the, oh my God, I can't stand the world anymore. Oh, woe is me. And sometimes some people with a platform will be like, oh, the poor fella, world's smallest violin. Let's give him that attention. Let's go positive. Let's not attack. Dude, you are a pussy bitch and a failure. Keep on doing whatever you think you can do. You said you can destroy me. Go ahead and again prove everybody's point that you cannot focus on yourself. You cannot focus on bettering yourself. You're incapable of being a proper human being, especially via the tenets of God. And you are no servant of Christ. You're the grifter. You're also the saddest human being I have seen on here. You scream into the void, and your audience are just people that hate watch you and clip you. And guess what? A huge chunk, the majority of that little live stream you have that I'm sure is almost deleted by now, if not entirely, was sent to me. And well, I guess we're going to do the best we can. Don't worry, we'll be conscientious because we know you're a little striking whore. Um, and the whole thing with this, you loved your last girlfriend so much just a week ago, and then you have the ex, and then you got the kids, and then all of a sudden you got the secret girlfriend that's coming over tonight, and you contradicted yourself. Oh, that's my girl. She's coming through. It's nice to know she was the one that got away, but it's plutonic. It's just nice to know that she says good morning, dude. You're bleeding the sadness. You wonder why I don't share certain aspects of my life. Well, if that has been made clear to you in all your being a veteran of YouTube, a champ, I have no advice to give, but you're such a badass. And again, the invitation of coming up here where you can't control the narrative and you can't scream over me. It's open. And bear in mind, it's open as far as I'm concerned, at least for the next 2 weeks. Anytime, Martha, Marmar Binks, that you can have an actual conversation without shouting and screaming like the guzzler you sound. You sound like you smoked 6 packs and took on about 8 dicks in the penitentiary before you go live. That's what you sound like. Did you actually end your live stream to come here, or are you sniping me? Because that's always a fun game. This is not what I like to do on this channel. I like this channel for catharsis, Martha. But by God, oh yeah, we're gonna do. There is a collab coming. We won't mention the names, but the names are pretty obvious. One that's a faux celebrity falling down. Then there's this no neck fucker who was kind of trying to rail against me, then immediately went friendly when we were speaking in the chat. And of course, the most important person of the hour, his 15 minutes of fame. And I love how he loves to talk about, oh, look at all of the shorts I've had. Look at all the views. This is my 5th channel. Oh my God, I'm such a winner. I've been doing this so long. If you've been doing it this long, and if you've had as many channels as you say, which I know you have because you try to run from your past, you can never disassociate from the locale you have established yourself as. There is a spot for you to just have a conversation here. You fake ass, sad ass, fucking wannabe father, wannabe husband, wannabe human being, wannabe Christian because you fail. You you want to judge me and my relationship with God. This extension of an invitation will always be open. If you really don't care about any of the optics and you're just willing to have a true conversation, I will keep that invitation open. Just don't be the pussy bitch that you are in your heart of hearts. So much so, I think, is physically manifested. And I'm convinced that under your little sweaty ball sack, you have a vagina. I'm convinced you have a hermaphrodite thing going on. But I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge. For you, that's between you and your book. Sorry to all the random people that have stumbled upon this and are like, well, what is this? I know, out of context, has nothing to do with anything I've been talking about because I don't focus and or randomly drink and go comment on somebody's video and say something like, "Oh, you loser." What a great example of a human being. Just that's the perfect Christian we got there. So 5 people watching. Yep. Mr. Marmar Binks or Mrs. with all due respect. You're invited here, and I still maintain $1,000 to prove the Hillary Clinton tweet you claimed that you found. $1,000 to prove that we are purchasing bots in any way you can, and I'll help you in that investigation any way I can. $5,000 prove where I work and how much I make, since you claim to have all this knowledge. Five, six, $7,000, bro. I'm sure you could use it, right? But yeah, no. You're making $17 an hour, and the chef that told you how amazing you're doing today just made your day, and you just a little bit. You just a little bit. He thought that was weird, but you know what? You took him in the back room and handled him, and he thought that was mighty cool. So you got to keep your job. So hey, God bless you, fucking weirdo. Everybody else, God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. Not the way I wanted to start it, but sometimes it's okay to respond. Because that's really all I did today. Some dumbass decided to provoke me, and I decided to click their open invitation. Little did I know you couldn't hear a fucking thing I said. So I extend that invite, only the difference will be we can hear everything you say because I know how to conduct a conversation cathartically without filibustering. That really triggered him, by the way. Everybody go, no. I don't want to incite this, but if you happen upon Marmar Binks's videos, just say filibuster and or what's the other thing that he really hated? Filibuster and catharsis. Those words just hit him right in the vagina sack. Hey, he's not gonna do it. Yeah, 7 G's. I'm literally offering this idiot 7 G's. Not the person. I don't know if Steve Ells is up there, but 7 G's, Martha. $7,000 to prove all of your claims. What do you have to lose? Except for, well, more of the credibility that you don't have at all whatsoever. Keep on finding other people that you're able to get in their head and they take the bait. Yes, I'm guilty. I saw your comment and I was like, well, what's going on? What's behind this? What's the context? I go to your channel, you're live, and you had one of your friends up there talking to you. You saw me, you're like, oh, wait, there's somebody intelligent here. Second I got up there, you just filibustered. You just kept yelling like a fucking decrepit woman. I didn't want to insult women by calling you a woman, but we'll just go with hermaphrodite. Martha's a official honorary hermaphrodite, but he can back it up biologically. Okay, let's see if he leaves that live up. It's gonna be fascinating. Go check that shit out. Good night. I have plans to make and family to see, and I don't have to work tomorrow. And I guess by Martha's example, I guess because I'm not making his mighty $17 an hour, because I'm making more. Oh, but nope, I didn't say that. I don't play that way. Or what did he say? I make $500, $600, $700 a week. How many times did your story change? Why do you keep coming up here to try to prove shit, dude? That's the biggest mistake you continue to do. You have nothing to prove to anybody but yourself. And when you're true to yourself, things will start clicking. But don't dare me to give you any advice that I care to. You are officially the most pathetic human on all of YouTube. And that's impressive. So, you get your flowers for that one. Fucking weirdo.